Welcome students. Today we are going to start a new chapter in economics, that is market mechanism, equilibrium price and quantity in a competitive market. Okay? Market mechanism, equilibrium price and quantity in a competitive market. Okay? So let's start with the basic concept of equilibrium, quantity, equilibrium and equilibrium price. Let's start with the basic concept, equilibrium and equilibrium price. What is equilibrium and disequilibrium? Equilibrium refers to a situation in which quantity demand of a commodity equals to quantity supplied of the commodity. So, equilibrium means a situation in which the quantity demand of a commodity equals to quantity supplied of the commodity. Means quantity demand is equal to quantity supplied. Means quantity demand is equal to quantity supplied. In other word, equilibrium quantity is when there is no shortage or surplus of the product in the market. Okay, equilibrium quantity is when there is no shortage or surplus of a product in the market. For example, demand of a particular product is 10 lakh units by the consumer in the market, and supplier also supplied 10 lakh units of that product. Means no shortage, no surplus. Okay, no shortage or no surplus. That is the equilibrium quantity supplied. Okay, now disequilibrium. What is disequilibrium? Disequilibrium is a situation in which quantity demand of a commodity less or more than quantity supplied. Demand is not equal to the quantity supplied. Quantity demand is not equal to quantity supplied. Okay, a disequilibrium is a situation in which quantity demand of a commodity less or more than quantity supplied. For example, in the market, quantity demand of a particular product is 10 lakh units, but the quantity supplied by supplier of that commodity either 8 lakh or 12 lakh units. Okay, not 10 lakh exactly, 8 short or 12 more. This is the disequilibrium. Okay, now let's move on the equilibrium price. What is equilibrium price? Okay, what is equilibrium price? The price at which the quantity demand of a commodity equals to quantity supply is known as equilibrium price. Okay, so the price at which the quantity demand of a commodity equals to quantity supplies is known as equilibrium price. So the equilibrium price is the only price. So the equilibrium price is the only price where the plans of consumers and plans of producers agree. That is where the amount of consumers want to buy of the product, means quantity demand, and equal to the amount producers want to sell, means quantity supplied. Okay, so the equilibrium price is the only price where the plants of consumers, plants of producers agree, that is where the amount of consumer want to buy of the product, means quantity demand, is equal to the amount of producer want to sell, means quantity supplied. Okay, okay. Equilibrium price is depend on demand and supply. We have already discussed. Let's see one by one what is the demand side and what is the supply side. Okay, demand side. Demand side. Demand for a good is generated by the buyers. Buyers demand is commodity because it possesses utility, means usefulness. It has the power to satisfy their wants. A consumer is prepared to pay price for a goods because it gives him utility. The consumer would like to pay as how a price possible. The maximum price that the consumer will be prepared to pay for a good will be equal to the marginal utility. So, see, the demand side, the consumer create. Okay, consumer create demand side for which goods useful for him, and consumer basically want to pay least price of the goods. Okay, lesser price. Another important thing is that the consumer want to pay the price any commodity only when the goods will be useful to him. Okay, the consumer wants to pay the price any commodity only when the goods will be useful to him. For more useful goods, the consumer ready to pay more, but consumer always try to pay least and want to get maximum satisfaction. Okay, now let's move on the supply side. Supply side. Supply side. Goods are supplied by the producers. Sellers aims to earning profit. Therefore, they would like to charge high price as a possible. However, they have a minimum limit of price at which they offer a goods for sale. Seller have to incur some cost in the producing commodity. They must therefore get at least the much price of the commodity which is equal to the marginal cost of production. So supply side is affected by the producer, because the producers who are supplying the goods for earning profit, they always try to charge maximum price of the goods. They always try to charge maximum price of the goods, and they also know that the producers who makes the goods, they incur a lot of cost in it. They recover that cost from the price of the product. So the price is such that at least its cost is recovered plus its profit is also be something. Okay, so supply side is affected by the producers, because the producers who are supplying the goods for earning profit, they always try to charge maximum price of the goods. Okay, and they incur some lot of cost. They recover that cost from the price of the product. So the price is such that at least cost is recovered plus profit is also be something. Okay,